talking to the fucking mic.
The fact that she's like Middle
Bicycle.
Eastern or whatever is still cool.
Bicycle.
It's everything else that's
What? What?
I hate sand.
It's coarse and rough and gets
I don't
everywhere.
like sand.
Kenobi. Welcome back to Broke Till Friday. Took a 2-week vacation because I was in Mexico, and these guys were too lazy to record another episode.
Yep.
Special guest Michael.
I was busy jacking up. No.
Bicycle.
I had to repaint the walls, you know.
Exactly. Yeah.
It took a week to repaint the walls.
We had to stage everything here.
Yeah.
Again.
Again.
Don't lean into the wall.
You have no idea how much cleaning I had to do in order to like get ready for this. Because like legitimately,
I can imagine.
Just working.
Dude, when we tried walking upstairs, this man is hoarding now. Like, dude, just pay the $32 a month that storage, whatever orange storage places are open, man. Come on.
No, because
Come
like, what
on.
if we need lamps?
Just throw it outside in the front. In the grass.
Dude, literally, my house is becoming basically a warehouse. We have the outside
Terrible.
patio that we used to use to like hang out. That's a storage
warehouse.
place now. A warehouse.
We could have had that as our podcasting space, but
no,
somebody,
warehouse. The one in the back, also warehouse.
which would also have been a podcasting
the
studio.
garage, warehouse as well now.
Awful.
My room right there,
Open that
warehouse
window
too.
and just
Can't
put
hear you.
everything on the roof.
Can't hear you. What?
True.
I
Just
can't.
put everything on the roof. Open the window and just leave it on the roof.
Hey, y'all got any crack cocaine?
Honestly, like, is it too early in the episode to ask for crack? I don't think it is
I
just
don't
yet.
think. I got
Um,
my crack right here.
Exactly, Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
And that's how that's how his girlfriend knows he will never cheat.
They won't cheat.
He's spending too much money on Yu-Gi-Oh cards
So,
to pay for other
Miss
girls'
Marvel,
dates.
if you like it, you're fucking whack. Period. That shit's whack, son.
Stop it. Get some.
He's hating on a TV show aimed at tweens
She's a
because he's
woman.
not a. Oh no! You should have saved that, man. Now you spoiled the fun. Spoiler alert! It's because she's a woman.
I can't watch anything where the protagonist is a woman. I'm sorry. All right, what is this? This is Men's World.
What is this? 2022? No, it's 1955. Come on, we've got to have it the right way. My girl.
No, in
my
all
girl.
honesty, it's just so boring. It's what was that? What was the one? What was the movie you said it's called? The Red Panda movie?
Oh, turning red.
It's Turning Red.
Turning Red.
Meets Shang-Chi. Like it's all it is, and it's whack. I don't like that it's a bracelet. Her powers don't come
Bracelet.
from a bracelet. Like if they wanted it to, I get it because they wanted to be like
Merchandising.
that, and I get they want to say like it's a relic from her culture or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But they could have done it if they want to like connect it to like her, you know, to
They could have done
her
it better.
people or
Yeah.
so whatever. You know what I mean?
Her
They coulda
culture.
done it- They could have done it another way. It didn't have to be with a little dumb relic. It could have been. It's still an accident. You know, it could have been still the same way, but maybe the factory or the company that gave her powers was.
It's an Indian company now.
Yeah, bam, that's it.
Indian people litter too. They spew toxic waste. We know this.
Yeah, everyone does it. So, yeah, that's why it's fucking whack, and
Because-
it's just really boring. I couldn't.
She's supposed to be like a Inhuman, right?
In
like
the comics, she's an Inhuman.
Yeah,
Blackagar, Boltagun.
yeah, Blackagar. Considering he got murdered like fucking in Multiverse of
Immediately.
Madness.
Yeah.
Immediately got
Basically
murdered.
immediately.
Like I don't know, this would have been a good way to introduce him into like the main MCU.
Yeah, but you know.
But no, like honestly, the bracelet was the only thing that I had an issue with from what I've seen. They even improved some of the characters from the comics. Like I think her pseudo love interest. I think
It's like her cousin or something. Spoiler alert for episode 2. I don't know because remember he's like, "Oh, it's one time. I wanted you to meet my family," and then the lady is that not the same lady in the wristwatch or whatever?
I
the
don't
bracelet?
think so. I honestly
know.
haven't seen
It's
the show
just-
yet.
it's just-
I've seen like the first episode.
Oh, then you gotta watch the second episode
yeah,
because
yeah,
they do
yeah.
a kind of
It's
thing
like
where they're
a-
like,
Yeah.
I think she actually was his cousin. I don't know.
It's like a crystal Green Lantern bracelet. You just make constructs of it. That's what it made me think of. It's like-
Basically,
Yeah, yeah. I don't like the bracelet thing.
it's disappointing.
It's disappointing.
But-
But I know why they did it.
Because they just showed Mr.
early-
Fantastic.
Yeah, because they
No,
just
no.
showed they just showed Mr. Fantastic being all stretchy, and
Stretchy
they don't want to
those.
confuse people, and that's similar to her powers, even though not really.
Not really.
But I guess the companies think that people are too stupid to understand.
I thought it maybe
Yes.
also could
Yeah.
have been because like maybe they couldn't afford CGI of her always being stretchy the entire time and do stretchy power. I don't know. Maybe that costs more. I don't know. Point is, it's whack.
It's whack. Yeah, that's
But-
honestly the only issue I had with the thing. They even improved like I
showing-
said,
showing
they
of the
improved,
powers.
like her pseudo love interest from the comics. Like
I don't know
can't-
yet.
I honestly can't remember.
Like I
right
could have
now.
been a lot.
I'm 2
more,
episodes in.
like, okay with all the lame dialogue and stuff like that. If
I mean,
it
it's a
was just-
kids show too.
I
That's
guess
the other
it's a
thing.
kid's
Yeah,
show.
it's like a you have to.
It's like
a teen-
CW level writing.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
Disney
yeah.
Channel
Yeah.
type shit.
That's why.
exactly.
Like, that's why you gotta rate it as. You can't rate it as like a
Yeah,
show for like
ah,
us,
Citizen
like
Kane.
24.
Yeah.
Like the fucking 24-year-olds. It's like a teen show.
Exactly.
I think it was pretty good. It's like comparing it to like what's that zombie high school movie?
High School DxD? I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
No. I didn't get that. It took a second for me to get that.
Processing.
No. It's the one where like there's like a lot of pink and a lot of green in it.
Oh,
What?
that's a good one.
I don't know. What? So is this a Disney Channel movie?
Yeah, it's like
or,
a Disney Channel movie.
Or movie or TV show? Like the
movie,
high school zombies or some bullshit?
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
like
know.
it's like oh, person turns to a zombie. It's like a love story.
Let me see.
It's like
A lot of pink and a lot of green.
The fuck?
it's like a Disney version of it's like a Disney high school version of that. Like that's what I'm comparing it to. And I feel it's pretty good for
Oh,
that.
zombies?
I think
yes,
so.
it's zombies.
Yeah, that one.
Throw
There's
that
a lot
up
of pink,
on
a lot of
there.
green. That's all I remember.
Zombies.
That's what I'm comparing it to. I'm
That's
like,
hilarious.
yeah. When compared to those, it's pretty good. It's pretty top tier.
Top tier. I guess. I don't know.
For
I
like
mean,
for like the people for like where it's like supposed to be, like what the people it's targeted for, it's pretty good.
taking it in context.
Yeah,
basically.
taking it in
Yeah.
context, it's pretty good. I think.
I mean, like I said, I'm only 2 episodes in, so I haven't really seen anything yet. But I mean, like
From the episode I saw, because I've seen even less of the show than you.
I know. I'm not gonna say I did not enjoy it, because when I saw it, I was like, oh, like okay, I want to see what happens next now after the first episode, and the next one I was like, oh, now I kind of now I need to see what happens next. Like they've got me into it.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna say, no, I watched it, I didn't like it, because what? I'm trying to think what other show. Like I stopped watching The Walking Dead a while ago.
Yeah. I
'cause
couldn't get
it's
past
just the
that
same
episode
shit.
too.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't
No,
get
the
past
first
episode
season
two.
was great.
No,
honestly, the first
I
and
was
second season were
following-
great.
I was following It's just I think I stopped watching after Rick kind of disappeared.
Does he die or does he disappear?
They take him. I
'Cause they-
guess you don't know, right?
I mean, no, because I remember reading like he exited the
Where
show
did you end?
when he was like talking to that one lady that's like, we are all together in this as a
Oh, they're
family,
like
like
the
the
weird-
cult, yeah,
like a cult
and living in
zombie?
garbage.
Yeah, okay, so it's like it's the end of that season.
Hobos.
It's the end of
They're
that season,
cult hobos?
and basically the fucking weirdos go
Yeah.
up into their base and they surround them and they're using the zombies to fuck them up.
Yeah.
And then shit hits the fan. They're trying to escape. They escape through a bridge.
Oh, he saves the
He
lead
saves
hobo
people.
lady.
No, he
right?
saves
So
his whole
lost.
people. He
Okay.
goes across the bridge. He blows up the fucking bridge. But when he blows up the bridge, he's leaving himself to be taken by the bridge. Like
No, okay, I remember him
and
getting
then he
taken
goes-
prisoner.
He goes into the fuck. As the bridge blows up, he falls into the river. He ends up somewhere along the shoreline somewhere. And this helicopter picks them up. Weird helicopter picks him up. And they take him somewhere, and that's it. You don't hear from Rick after that. He's gone from the fucking story completely.
That's how they wrote him off?
That's how they wrote him off.
What?
And they're like military people or something.
That's
Yeah.
stupid. I mean, I guess maybe he'll come back. Or
Maybe
I
he'll
don't
come back, but
know.
that's what-
Wait, is it still running?
Yeah, and then
Th-
This is the
it's
final
still
season. It's the
running.
final season.
Oh,
but
okay.
now that the people that are still in the show are like that we know is probably Michonne, Daryl, and that one and the
cool people.
Daryl's mom, I forget her name.
Daryl's mom?
The cool
The
people.
one that
basically.
pretends to be Daryl's mom.
Oh, the old lady. Yeah, I don't
those
know.
are like the only people that are. Oh, and
The kid.
Gwen's wife.
Glenn's
I
wife.
forget
Yeah. See, I don't even remember
kid's not
because she's
there?
not memorable in
Yeah,
the
it's
show.
like- those are the only
Maggie.
people
Maggie.
That, Maggie. Those are the only people that are actually left. Everyone else is kind of like.
Wait,
from
what
new
happened to the kid?
seasons. She's like big now. She's wearing the hat, Rick's hat now instead of the boy. Cause he dies.
Who?
Rick's son.
Oh yeah. I remember they killed him. Yeah.
They
What
killed
was
him?
his name? What was his
And it
name?
was funny. He had just bought a house, and he was told he was getting written off the show like a week later. And he had just bought a house where they were like
They
filming and
killed
stuff.
him off.
Yeah.
They killed him off so whack. He got bit.
Let me see. 2011.
Yeah, I don't know.
War
like
against
Walking
Negan.
Dead, I like.
They're going separate ways from the comics.
Yeah. And the comic was actually like really intense after the
The Whisperers. That's what they're called.
yeah. From
Wait.
what I remember, the comics are really intense. But
It's kind of whatever.
the show, I legitimately though,
I'll
like I
probably watch
couldn't.
it when Halloween comes around if it's on.
Legitimately though, like the how do you call it? The film theory episodes, like the videos, the theories that they make of The Walking Dead, to me are better than the actual show.
Years
They're more
after Rick's
interesting.
disappearance. What the? Michonne gave birth to Rick's son? R.J. Grimes, Rick Grimes Jr. That's the dumbest shit. What is?
Yes. Oh, Negan's like taking over Rick's place now too.
That's so stupid. That's the
Negan?
dumbest shit ever. Because
He's like the new Rick.
which is dumb. Because
What?
I know everyone liked him, but it's like
They liked him because he was like a sociopathic murderer.
No,
He's
no,
a
no.
good guy now. He's good
No.
Thanos.
yeah. Honestly, they like him because he played the character so well.
Yeah.
So they like the actor more than they like the character.
Yeah.
And the writers see that and they're like, fuck it. Okay, I guess we gotta just write him in as new Rick 2.0. I guess. That's the
That's
dumbest
so
shit
bad.
ever.
Like, I don't know. It feels like it had very good points to start with, and now it just
And it's kind of whack because they'll hint like little things like he'll grab a crowbar, and then like they'll show him grabbing the crowbar after he caves in a zombie's head to like hint like, oh yeah, he was once the wielder of a bat with barbed wire. Like, great.
Honestly.
fucking shit.
Yeah, I don't know. Walking Dead's really gone down. I liked.
Dude, okay, like you say it's gone down, but I legitimately don't think it was ever good.
No.
It was okay.
Season 1 was the best because it was so faithful to the comics.
Here it is.
But then they
wanna-
just deviated.
You want to know when it started getting bad? When
Like
the
3?
when the zombies weren't fast anymore, and they were just
No,
can
no,
run
no.
away from them.
They were never fast.
No,
but
they were fucking fast in the
They would
beginning,
sneak up
dude.
on them.
They
No,
were,
they would
because
sneak up
in
on
the
them.
first
That's
season
stupid.
they would run, and then like, in the later
I
season
don't
they're
remember them
barely
running.
even like walking now. They're like just barely
Let me see.
because they're rotten. But in the first season they're fresh corpses, so they're a lot more faster. Watch the first season. Watch how fucking he's literally on the horse and he has to run away from them on a horse because they're running to him.
No, because they're grouping up. He ran because they were
If you
grouping
watch
up.
the groupings, like the groupings in the new season, they're really, really slow because they're old corpses, and it makes sense
Let
for
me
them to
see.
slow down.
City scene.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, like they kind of went with the whole look. See, they're like walking and they group
No,
on
but
at
they
the
don't
horse.
need to run. Watch him run away though. Watch.
No, he doesn't get to a chance in this one, but because that's
Show
the
a
thing.
scene where he's getting chased, dude. Look.
Look, they group up right there, and then he turns. See? They're stumbling. He outruns them
'Cause he's on
easily.
a fucking horse.
But I'm
But
saying,
look how fast they're going right there. See that? No,
They're, like,
they don't-
limping.
Look.
I guess, yeah.
They don't run like
They're
that.
kind of
anymore.
just limping, but
But
no.
they're like still going.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Na-
like.
And they've seen they're getting more and more rotten as the seasons go
Yeah.
on, because even in the comics they were like
Yeah.
decaying.
So after like season 3, they started to get slower, and I feel like after the prison when they were inhabiting when fucking Rick's wife died and got her baby eaten or whatever. Or whatever happened, I forget what happened. After that season, I feel like that's when it started to de-escalate. And the Negan thing maybe brought it up for a bit because they were killing off like
All the main
good
characters,
And
but
that's
like
why-
that's what happens in
But
the comics.
after that, that's it. It's like,
Yeah.
that was the peak. That was honestly the peak.
No, I like let's say like the series of the first like 3 episodes are extremely faithful to the comics, because him getting stuck in the tank and then Glenn being like, "Hey, idiot, what you doing in there? How you feeling?" And then it's like it was perfect. I loved it when it came out, and I cannot believe how it's progressed. You know, it's been fucking like 14 years since I heard that the series was coming out. Because I remember reading the comics as a kid, and only because I just picked them up by chance right here at the library, right at your local library. Remember to support your local library.
True.
I found the Walking Dead comic, and I was like, cool. And I was reading it. I was like, whoa, it's so like it's awesome. I read like the first
Sticky
3,
pages.
the first 3 volumes, and then no, that was the manga section, dude.
That was the manga
Disgusting.
section. Yeah,
Three comics.
All thanks to Edward.
yeah,
3
90% of it was.
first 3 volumes. I still have that picture. Throw that up on there. So that picture of Edward in the library with the sword.
No, fucking
I
cringe-ass
saved
picture.
it.
Fucking kill myself.
I went back.
I deleted my Facebook. Just
I know. He went in the back and he was purging everything on Facebook, but I was like, it's too late, Edward. I've already backed up everything. I've made hard copies. That's what I'm going to give you for your birthday.
I'm
Just
mailing
an
it to
album.
every.
I'm going to mail that as your Christmas card, your picture of your Christmas card. Just,
Show.
God.
Fucking-
Throw it up
it
there.
was
The
so
whole, this
fucking
entire
cringe.
time. Just
It was so fucking.
track it
cringe.
on Edward's face. Probably not going to do that. I'll forget.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Legit though, like I was so happy when I got that shit. I still have it.
Yeah, of
But,
course.
like
back
it's
here
it's
somewhere.
so cringe looking back on it.
It's so funny though. I mean, yeah, because you don't know it's
Yeah,
cringe, because as a kid
yeah.
you're like, I have a sword, I'm so cool, and now and now you're like, holy shit, I could have been that sword guy.
Yeah.
All the neckbeards of like a billion swords and being like, oh, the manga, and she's actually 1,000 years old.
You read
Point is-
mangos? How do you read
mangos.
mangos?
I love
Point
reading
is-
mangos.
Point is,
You don't sit down to read your daily mango.
covered in tajin.
Yeah.
So in the library, I'm reading them, and I'm like, wow, it's so cool. And I was actually following along because every time a new volume would come in, I would like check it out immediately. And there was always a wait list too for the new ones coming out. Because as a kid, you don't know like read comics free online when there's like a whole fucking thing, right?
Yeah, we did though.
I didn't.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
damn.
what I'm saying.
You
Yeah.
didn't talk to Alan?
No, because like. Remember, like I didn't have a stable internet connection in 2008, 2010. I had nothing, and so in 2009, when I'm going into middle school, I'm going in 7th grade, and I see the announcement, like walking down, I was like, oh my god, I'm so hyped! It's a TV show. They're making a TV show, woo! And I see the first episode when it comes out, and they had it for free on like AMC online, right? And I was like, I am addicted. I've got to watch this. And then Alan showed me how to pirate stuff, and then that's when we started pirating the other episodes. But it was not,
Dude,
you fell off.
you just
Unlock the core memory.
No, you just like freaking exposed yourself to the
What?
FBI on camera by saying that.
What do you mean?
What you just said, dude.
Pirating?
Pirating
dude.
ain't illegal, technically.
No.
Go to
I
jail.
didn't pirate. A friend pirated.
You can go to jail.
For legal reasons, it's a joke. Remember that, guys. This
Allegedly.
is allegedly
Allegedly.
pirated.
The word to get out of all your crimes. I didn't murder that hobo. Allegedly.
Allegedly. My client was accused of. Oh, dude, have you guys seen the TikTok lawyers where they're like explaining heinous fucking crimes, dude? Like one guy was like, "Oh yeah, what were you gonna go away for? Assaulting a minor, sexually assaulting a minor." And I was like, what the he's like, and what happened? I got no jail time, I just got probation, and thank you to this lawyer, you saved my life. I was like, holy shit, like to a fucking 4-year-old dude. He goes, yeah, my client was accused of sexually assaulting a 4-year-old minor, blah blah, and this and this and this. And I was like, and one of them, 3 attempted murders, another one was like Ethan from H3 already covered all this, right?
Yeah.
But it's so fucking funny. It's like triple attempted murders. One was like a double homicide, allegedly accused.
Allegedly.
Of. My client was accused of a hit and run, blah blah blah, and like holy shit. Apparently, I learned from a different TikTok lawyer that the best thing to do when you get in a car crash and you're driving drunk is to run. Because you can drive home and then claim that you started drinking when you got home because of the stress. So they don't get you for the drive drunk. They just get you for the hit and run, which is not as bad as driving under the influence. And you don't get your license taken away. Unless they can prove that you are drunk at the scene of the crime. And when they tell you a breathalyzer, it's optional. You can say no to a breathalyzer.
Yeah. You're also not supposed to say adhere to any of like the what's it called? Like say your ABCs in reverse, because like those are actively like police being like dipshits. Because
it's not a real thing.
Like can you say your ABCs backwards right now?
ZYXWVUT.
Nope.
QRST S
Yeah,
R.
you see? Drunk as fuck.
Nah, yeah.
You're fucking faded as fuck right now.
And the only reason I know that
XYZ.
first part is because of the meme, but they don't say the whole thing, They go, can you say your ABCs? And they go, yeah, ZYX, and they cut away, You don't hear the whole thing.
Yeah.
So, ZYXWV, yeah, I can't.
Yeah,
I can't.
You can't. And then
Fucking
like when someone tells you to walk
Cop-
in a straight line, like when someone's forcing you to walk in a straight line,
Yeah.
how often can you actually walk in a straight line?
no, yeah.
I
I
tripped
can walk
over
in a
like
straight
myself, like trying to get into my car. Like
The human body is not designed to walk with one foot in front of the other.
Yeah.
We're designed to walk dun, 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 because we're not
Yeah.
symmetrical.
I can
Yeah.
do it.
It's literally
I can do it.
cops versions of crystals.
Yeah,
do
yeah.
it.
Of
literally.
like the stars and signs. It's not breathalyzer,
do
sorry. It's the fucking
I mean, the breathalyzer's pretty close.
I
too.
can do
ZYX. Okay, go.
I can do it.
ABC's backwards. Go.
No, I can walk in a straight line.
You can walk in a completely straight line.
With both feet.
I've done it on the road.
One in
I've
front
done
of
it
the
on
other.
railroads. Yeah, on railroads.
On railroads. That's 'cause
It's literally a fucking
you
straight line.
grew up next to the hobo tracks. That makes sense.
Yeah, true.
That makes sense.
I can walk on it.
Walk to the hobo
Well,
tracks
yeah,
so you
we
make
all
it
can, but like the point is to like walk straight without losing your
with
like, balance
pressure and
slightly.
then like because you're thinking
if
right
you
now.
tip over, like the point is to like see if you tip over a little
The key
bit.
is to go fast, and that's how you don't.
They
lose
don't want you to
balance.
go fast.
They'll tell you
Slow
step
down.
slowly and one foot in front of
Because
the
you're
other.
supposed to be deliberately.
Exactly.
It's supposed to be like it's deliberate.
want
it's
you to
it's
mess
an
up.
actively thing. Like they want to take you.
They're
They want to
actively
take you in.
hostile.
Especially because we're not exactly white people here. Even though
Yeah.
Andres looks like more gringo than a fucking
Exactly.
rice thing, but like
Yumna.
exactly.
I saw some white as fuck people in Mexico, dude. There was these guys from
They're like German or
Atlanta.
something, right?
No, they were visiting from Atlanta. Oh, I actually did hear a German guy. They're
There's, like,
passing
little
by.
colonies
There
out
was no, not colonies, but they were like
Whatever they
tourists,
are.
right? And
no, there's actual
German
Nazi
colonies.
at least where I was in Mexico,
Oh,
there's like
I don't
little
know.
like colonies where it's just
I think
German people.
the city's too expensive for them to colonize. That's the thing. They go out to little barrios or something, maybe. But
They
but
have like a whole like area.
Nazis
for
fleeing
I don't
the World War II
in Argentina,
Yeah,
to
Argentina
Mexico.
and shit.
So
They spread out.
there's guys from Atlanta, right? And I was like, at first, I tell them in Spanish, I'm like, "Are you guys lost?" And the guy goes, and I tell this in Spanish, they don't understand, right? Because they're white as fuck. Like they stood out so much, and the guy was like, and I was like, "Oh, are you guys lost?" And he was like, "Oh, thank God you speak English." And I was like, "Yeah, just well." And he's like, "Where are you guys from?" He's like, "Oh, from Atlanta." I was like, "Oh yeah, we're from LA. We're just visiting." He's like, "Oh, that makes sense. Your English is so good." I'm like, damn, I must really look like a fucking beaner to him, you know? Like if
it's
he's
probably
like,
because your Spanish was good, so they were like, oh, this guy's.
I guess. But I found out that obviously, I speak with an accent, but in my head, I don't hear the accent.
Yeah. Well, you can never
But-
hear your own accent.
No, but that's
That's
the
the
thing.
thing.
Some people can hear their own, when they're talking like, hola, yo hablo con acento, like, like that.
Oh, when
But-
you force it, but like your native accent, you can't.
But my cousins were telling me like, oh yeah, sometimes on some R's and stuff we can kind of tell, but you speak with a bit of an accent.
Yeah.
If I talk for long enough, the accent comes out. That's basically what they're insinuating.
Yeah.
Because when you're talking formally in Spanish, you can of course be like, oh yes, sir, of course, because you put on like that voice.
Sí.
But when you're talking with family,
Por
you're talking
supuesto.
casually. It's like it starts to like degrade or break down after a while. So yeah, but we went to Tequila. We went to the beach and everything was great.
Oh,
Good
I love
times.
Mexican tequila.
I don't.
I brought so much
Don
back,
Juan.
Edward. We should have brought you
Don
some.
Juan.
We went to the Don Juan place and it was fucking closed. And they try to
Garbage.
scam us and be like, "Oh yeah, for $20 you can come in and watch the virtual tour, a 45-minute video." Why the fuck would I pay you to watch a YouTube video?
Yeah, low key though.
No, high key. Fuck anyone who
that.
tries to be like, we have a virtual tour where you sit in a room and then you watch it. And unfortunately, we have tastings right now because of COVID. Like, fuck you. We went to the place where they're like, we don't give a fuck,
Yeah.
have some tastings. And to me, it was just all fucking drain cleaner. Like, I don't drink, so it was all
you
bad.
don't drink. Like you don't like.
It was rubbing alcohol.
I went with my Nino and like we were because my Nino's like a huge drinker. Like
Yeah.
like fucking put like all his life always just.
He's an alcoholic.
Alcoholic.
For lack of a better term. This man has a problem. Nino, this is a intervention.
Intervention.
Watch this video. And
Oh
then,
my god! If my family actually sees this.
that'd be a good one. And then,
No, and like so we were all like backing down. I don't think he thought I was able to drink, and then I took a
You're
shot.
like,
I
"Dum,
finished it faster than him.
Boom. And he's like, mijo, and you're like, yeah. And then an hour later, on the floor.
No, like low key though, 'cause, like we went back to his ranch because he has like a ranch over there, right? And I was like trying to play Smite on the Switch.
Mhm.
I passed out mid game.
That's hilarious. Do you remember most of the podcast when you were wasted after drinking all the bottle of Grey Goose?
No. Okay. So that podcast. So the last thing I remember is like yelling something.
Oh, you were yelling like half the time. Yeah. you
Okay.
were
No.
like-
But it was with Michael. I remember yelling something.
Yeah, and then you
with
like leaned
Michael.
on him or something.
Yeah, and then after that, I don't remember stuff. And then the next thing I remember is in my Prius, like in the Prius, like.
You don't remember anything else?
No. I remember being in the Prius, like getting ready to like leave.
Do you remember throwing up?
Yes, I remember.
Okay,
No.
Because I feel like that's a sobering moment.
Yeah,
obviously.
that's a sober moment.
But-
Yeah, I remember that. I know, but it's because like I remember I was trying to go into the bathroom really quick, but
And
then
then
they told
someone
me
said someone's in there, but I was like, no,
Yeah.
it's in there. Fuck. And
I
then-
was like, all right, let me use
Yeah.
the bathroom really quick. I got it because I was trying to make it casual. Like I didn't want anyone
yeah,
to know.
you're like, just casually, your mouth casually filling with vomit. You're like, excuse me.
Excuse me. I was like trying to pretend like I needed to go take a shit.
Everything's okay, guys.
Yeah, everything's
And then-
okay. Don't worry about it. And then
You should have just went
But
for the
fuck
door, front door, dude.
No.
No.
And throw up all over the fucking floor. What are you,
Yeah.
insane?
No.
The front door outside.
Exactly. And throw up all over the floor outside.
and now
think at least
every
it's
whenever they gotta
outside.
leave,
No, yeah, exactly. Like not
they're gonna step in like.
we don't have a hose.
Water. Oh no water. Oh.
We don't have a hose. Like
There's
there's
no
a spout on the outside, but it's a spout. Like
Just turn the
there's no
spout on.
drain. The fucking building manager just walks by. Why is
Just
there a
fucking
paddle?
throw up.
no.
That's
The building manager's like walking by as I gotta fucking throw up. Just
coat her in a nice slick varnish of
honestly, you gotta get a
Hot
nice
wings.
even coating.
a hot wings and chips.
Oh my god! I think what caused me to throw up though was the fucking nuke sauce.
Well, you didn't have that
Yeah.
immediately.
No, yeah, it was right after I had the chips with the chili.
Oh,
and
maybe yeah.
yeah, and that shit.
Oops.
What's it fucking called? That really strong
The
hot
bomb.
sauce.
The bomb.
The bomb
Beyond
hot
insanity.
sauce. Yeah, because like and the reason I know is because I have a bottle right.
Yeah.
Here, and I took it to my Ninos because I wanted to like surprise.
Showing an alcoholic how to deal with chili.
I was like giving it to everyone, and I was like, hey, you want? Because like they're always
I'm gonna do
bragging
that
about
next
how
time.
spicy the chili is.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that next time in Mexico too. High key. I was bragging about it. Cause like people were like, oh, why are you putting so much chili? I'm like, I like eating chili, and I was like eating it, and they're like, oh shit, like I've grown so much in the last 4 years of chili. I'm so
You
much
underestimate my
stronger.
power.
Honestly, dude, cause my Nino over there, I was putting some on ceviche, and he was like, and what he says was, no, respétalo. Like, respect the chili, man. I'm like, fuck this is nothing. I was eating it. It was really good, of course. But I was like, you underestimate my power. And then me on the floor later, I hate you. Kenobi. Good segue.
Oh,
Kenobi.
Yeah, fuck. I'm not
Kenobi.
gonna lie, I blanked out for a second.
Kenobi.
Dude,
Kenobi.
fucking, I had like a fucking nerdgasm when fucking Vader just fucking pulled the ship back.
Oh, I was like,
I think you should acknowledge the fact that this is the first time we're ever seeing Vader Prime in anything.
True. In
Vader Prime in live action.
live action.
In anything.
No, we saw him in
Rogue
in,
One.
like,
And
Rogue
what?
One?
Rogue. That's literally right before New Hope. That's already old.
yeah,
Man
that's
Vader.
old. That's old
He's
man
not
Vader.
old
No,
though.
he's
He
old.
fucked up all those people and was like
But
nothing.
he was still.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
still old man Vader.
Yeah, that's
still
old man Vader.
years.
This is
years-
kind of
Oh, okay,
old
no, you're
Vader
right. You're
too
right.
now.
Leia's an
Right,
adult.
right. Yeah.
This is only like
'Cause
what?
like 10 years or 8
10 years from that, so it's not exactly like
This-
No,
that's
no,
prime
it's 6
time
years. 6
Vader.
years.
It's
6
10
years.
years
6
from
years.
like A New Hope.
It's 10.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
The Kenobi series is 10 years from
It's not
episode
the
3.
baby's not
Oh.
10. She's a little kid.
It's 10 years from episode 3.
Yeah, it's 10
It
years.
says it.
Yeah.
Is Leia 10?
Yeah.
No, Leia is
'Cause Leia
10
was
years
a-
away from being from A New Hope.
No.
Wait.
10. Kenobi.
No,
Takes
okay.
place 10
Wait.
years after episode 3.
No, yes, but I'm trying to figure out how long till A New Hope.
A while, I assume.
I don't think it's that long.
I think it's a while.
'Cause-
Because Leia's like, how old is Leia?
10
in New
years.
Hope?
It's 10 years.
It's
How
10
old
years
is
from A
Leia?
New Hope.
Apparently she's 10. Oh, in A New Hope?
And New Hope, how old is Leia?
I know it's 10 years from episode 3 from when
Yeah.
Revenge
And
of the
how old
Sith.
is Leia?
But
She was 19.
19.
And New Hope. So
That
9
makes
So
more
sense.
9
9
years.
years.
9 years,
9
yeah.
more years.
So this is still a little bit old
He's
Vader.
not
He's
even
old
old
already.
then.
though,
Yeah,
at
he's
that
already
point. He's
old.
old at that because look,
He's 40.
if you read the Vader,
I think.
do you read the Vader comics?
Off and on.
I'm caught up. I'm caught up right now,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
it's really good. 'cause
I
it's
prefer
like,
the Dr. Afro
if you
one, not gonna
read-
lie.
If you read them all, like, because it literally right after episode 3, literally right after that moment where he's breaking out and he's like, no, that's where the comics start.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
start right there, and it,
So technically, wouldn't that be his prime?
No, yeah.
No.
But this is the first time we.
'Cause he's
what
not
we're
being
trying
trained
to
and
say
because
is-
stuff,
he
right?
hasn't. If you see everything that this fucker has gone through
Yeah.
and all the shit that he's had to do
Gotcha.
in that time frame from that moment to 10 years after, he's accomplished. He's defeated like Titan-sized monsters on
Mhm.
planets.
Okay.
with
He's
like without breaking a
Yeah,
sweat.
he's just fucking. He's
He-
done
he-
so much.
That's
shit.
why it's so fucking scary in the with Callum the what's
Killer?
the Star Wars game. No, that's not. Callum isn't Star Killer. Callum is one of the Padawans that survived Order 66.
Oh, another one you mean?
Yeah, another
As
one.
we found out.
As we found. There's a lot of them that
Vader-
actually survived.
Yeah, of course.
So the first mission that Palpatine sends Vader off to do is to go fucking kill this fucking Jedi that has been out in solitude and went off
Mhm.
somewhere in the fucking galaxy, and he's like just living on a planet, and he protects that planet. He's a Jedi, but he doesn't follow the Jedi order or anything. He's basically like a monk,
Mhm.
and he's doing his own thing.
They're
And
like
he
the
sends-
Wave Riders,
he's-
right?
Yeah, and he sends him off to go get him and to go kill him and bring back his
Way
lightsaber.
Seekers, my bad.
And you see a picture, you see like a frame, or like the next page you see
Yeah.
the Jedi, and he's just levitating, and he has like 2 lightsabers just floating around him.
Oh,
He's just using it like nothing. And then Vader confronts him. Long story short, he can't defeat him. Cannot defeat him.
He's too
He
powerful.
only defeats him by manipulating him. He breaks a dam, and because he's breaking a dam, he's creating a big flood across the entire like city of that planet that he's inhabiting. And he's
Ah.
like, if you don't fucking come
Treachery.
here, I'm gonna kill all these people. And he uses that against him, and then that's how he kills them. He takes
Stupid.
the lightsaber back, and this
Treachery.
is he takes his lightsaber.
Oh, he got his lightsaber taken?
because he killed them.
Yeah.
He took his lightsaber. And
No. Sorry. I thought you meant that he took his lightsaber back,
He
as
took
in
the
like he
Jedi's
got.
lightsaber with him.
Yeah.
And as before he takes it back to Palpatine, he's trying to make it bleed. He's trying to make it red.
Yeah.
The crystal. Yeah.
And he has a flashback within that moment. He goes, his dark side eyes go away, and he's like, he
Blue eyes.
he goes into like this foreshadowing of what it would be like if he went to Obi-Wan immediately, and he's like apologizes, and it shows Obi-Wan like he's crying into his arms and shit. And he like for like a good like 5 seconds, he's like realizing like he can still have hope. He has like light within him.
Yeah.
But then immediately he's like his eyes go back to red, and he makes it bleed. And I'm pretty sure it's because of all the guilt from
Yeah.
the Padawans and all that bullshit.
Because
already
he
did.
fucking
Yeah.
committed like a fucking genocide.
Dude, at
Like,
the
multiple
beginning,
genocides.
of episode 2, it goes, some scenes in this episode are like not suitable for like may contain disturbing imagery, and it's like, yeah, killing kids is pretty disturbing,
Yeah.
especially.
Fucking having a kid hide in the dead bodies of other fucking kids.
What
like,
what do we just see in fucking Uvalde? By the way,
Yeah.
we haven't. Did we even talk about that?
No, we haven't talked about Uvalde. It's
Yeah,
it's so
but-
fucking late.
I know
to
we're
talk about
super
it,
late, but
it's
point is, imagine that we just like fucking less than a month ago we saw this thing where a girl was like, yeah, I had to hide in the bodies of my friends, and then we see it in the fucking imagine the Star Wars people were like, oh fuck, like do we write that part out? And they're like,
Yeah.
we just put this warning in front of the episode.
yeah, like fuck, like the it's so fucking bullshit.
Fucked up, dude. I was like
Like the star, like
So like going back to like that the lightsaber,
I don't even know what
he
to
makes
say.
it bleed.
Yeah.
And essentially that lightsaber becomes his lightsaber.
Yeah.
So that's his whole lightsaber origin right
Yeah.
there. And he takes it back to Palpatine, and immediately. He
Palpatine
sends
calls him a
off,
bitch.
He's a bitch. Before that moment,
Yeah.
when he's still breaking and he's going no, he's trying to already kill Palpatine.
Mhm.
Immediately, he tries to kill Palpatine. Like the moment he's like, "What happened to Padme?" And he's like, "She's dead." He tries to kill him immediately, and Palpatine just shocks the fuck out of him.
Yeah.
He has the armor on already.
Learn your place.
Yeah, and then after he gets the lightsaber, he meets the Inquisitors.
Ooh.
And Palpatine already has them. He already.
I
had
was
them
gonna
lined-
say
already had it- he
was
already assembled them.
planning.
He
Yeah.
already had assembled.
He
his,
has a
his-
binder.
yeah. But Vader shows up, and all these Inquisitors are like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" And they're all pressing him. He's like, "What the fuck? Who do you think you are?" Because he's ordering them around, and he makes them bitches, dude. Like
Yeah.
nothing,
Yeah,
like
that's-
nothing. He just fucks them all
Because
up.
they're not as powerful as him.
Yeah,
they're not because they're not really Sith. Like they're not really.
There were
'Cause
some
they're
of them are
Jedi.
ex-Jedi.
Yeah.
And they're kind of lame. They're whatever. But the point
Yeah.
is,
They're not as
after he made them
powerful.
bitches, he went back up to Palpatine, and then Palpatine did his whole little speech is like, "Whenever you hear this guy talk, he's speaking with my voice." And he tells that to them, the Inquisitors, and like a bunch of other stormtroopers around. So essentially telling him, "This is Vader. You guys
This
have
is
to
it.
know
Second
who
in
the fuck he
command.
is." And
Yeah.
then after that, he goes off a whole adventure of a bunch of bullshit and
Going
I-
on
I-
an adventure, and we don't know what's in store.
The thing is that like a lot of like because like obviously we love Star Wars. The expanded like canon that we have, it like it does kind of bug me the fact that like Vader was a little bit subservient to like Grand Moff Tarkin in the original trilogy.
Yeah,
Because, like,
but they
Vader's
didn't know what they were
supposed
doing. To be fair,
I know. That's why I'm like, you know, it's
In
just a little
hindsight.
bit buggy because like.
but then they kind of like
But-
show more about Tarkin, like, and what his role is essentially, like who he
Mhm.
became.
yeah,
in the comics
exactly.
as well.
Because he rises up in ranks
Yeah.
In
too.
the comics as well, like there's a scene
in the books too.
where Vader's like tells Tarkin, "Hey, I want you to fucking challenge me, and I want you to fucking try to kill me." He becomes really bored at a certain point. He's like, "I want you to try to kill me," and Tarkin almost kills him. He literally almost, because he has him surrounded. He's dying on the floor because he used something in his armor to like make it so he can't breathe anymore. And on top of that, he was
Roasted.
like really
Took
like,
away your inhaler. You a bitch.
He made him. Vader's on the floor like gasping and dying basically, and he killed him. And the moment he was walking away, and he was like, "Okay, fuck, I fucking killed him. I don't know how I'm gonna have to tell Palpatine." He was getting
Palpy.
choked. And in his last dying breaths, Vader is still fucking
Try to choke her. That's
choking
hilarious.
out Tarkin. So he actually didn't defeat him.
That's a good one. That's funny.
intense. That's what I mean. Like all that took place
In between.
in between
Okay.
the Kenobi
To turn him
Yeah.
into to power scale
Yeah.
him up.
which is what I really like. It's like this is Vader Prime. That's what I really liked. We never seen
Okay.
him before.
I know that was so
we,
cool.
we see
He was
him in
boom.
like obviously like the comics and like video games and stuff, but we've never seen him
In a
live
live, yeah.
action.
Like even if you really think, if you watch the sequels and you see like when fucking what's her name, Rey and Kylo were trying to bring down that ship.
Like,
They were using like both their fucking
yeah.
hands. Vader's just one fucking hand is just like this, and then he rips
Oh,
the
well,
fucking
that,
ship. in
okay,
half.
okay.
Yeah.
I have a complaint about people bitching about that. So like, Kylo and Rey are competing there. They're trying to pull the ship in opposite
Yeah, yeah,
directions.
yeah.
So they're competing against each other. Vader's
Yeah.
just like competing against the engine.
He's just-
There's
I
three
guess so.
forces there at play: Kylo,
guess
Rey,
so.
and like the actual engine of the ship trying to escape.
Yeah.
Like,
It's, I don't know. One hand though. That's what
Yeah,
I mean.
yeah.
Like they both still had to use 2 hands to like.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, they're not trained.
And then Vader
That's true.
afterwards, he didn't even use his lightsaber. He didn't even bring it out to
No.
Yeah.
kill the second sister. He was just like, "Bitch, I'll kill you with your own shit."
Straight
And
up.
he's like,
That's
bzz, bzz,
that's
bzz.
why he cut it in half, and he was like, "Let's go, bitch."
Yeah.
That was
You're not worthy of my lightsaber. basically.
Honestly.
Low key.
That's
Okay,
funny.
low key. I know the Grand Inquisitor's not gonna die.
I
Like
didn't
we knew.
I didn't know either. That wasn't a shock to
Wait.
me when he showed up. Oh, you're not caught up yet to the new episode?
No, like yeah, I am, but like
Her?
we know
Grand-
he comes
the third
up later.
sister?
No. The
The
Grand,
Grand
Inquisitor.
Inquisitor.
You haven't seen the most recent episode, then?
Yeah, I have.
No, you didn't. Okay, how did the most recent episode end?
With the Grand Inquisitor coming, being like,
Yeah.
"Goodbye, Grand Inquisitor." To
Yeah.
like, the
Oh,
third
okay.
sister.
Oh, sorry.
I didn't
Yeah,
know
go.
he was. I knew he wasn't gonna die when he showed up.
I had
was
no
like,
fucking
"Fuck,
clue.
There he is.
No,
I had no clue.
We know he doesn't die because
he's
he's
in Rebels.
Rebels.
Yeah, 'cause
he's in Rebels.
Oh, that's funny.
That means they'd have
Yeah.
to. That means all of Rebels is no longer canon if they did that.
Yeah.
Well,
no,
no.
it would be. It would just be that they have to, retcon it some other way. Because Rebels is still
guess.
canon by like definition.
I
Like
guess, yeah.
we know Tarkin is out in the Outer Rim, doing shit,
Oh well.
or like lost with Ezra. Like legitimately,
I
like
had no idea.
the best headcanon is that like Thrawn is just going insane because Ezra is like is just like he's fucking annoying sometimes.
Ezra Miller, I know.
Yeah, Ezra. Oh, dude, Ezra Miller's a fucking piece of shit. But
The Flash is gonna be fucking
dude,
gone.
but like,
Wait,
look.
we'll get to that after. Sorry, Kenobi.
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 I really like. I know it can't happen, but I really want Vader to like put. I hate the Grand Inquisitor so much. I want Vader. I want to see Vader put him in his place like he did with Third Sister.
He did in the comics. He made him a bitch.
I know, but like I
Maybe
want
he
him,
will
I want to
again.
see that IRL. Like I want to
Yeah,
see
yeah.
that like
You never know.
I want fucking what's his face what's the actor's name? I always forget.
I don't know. There's so many actors.
For Vader.
Bobby Lee.
Chris Hayden.
Chris Haydenson. I want to see Chris Haydenson fucking stomp the shit out of the Grand Inquisitor.
Oh, you had no back to lean
No.
back on.
hey, one thing I would say, one thing that was really silly. Like,
Silly
most of
Billy.
it.
It was really silly. Like it was really fucking silly. Like Disney with their budget and their big fucking company, they really couldn't afford a little CGI to make them look younger in that scene. When they with the flashback scene,
Oh.
I
So-
seen an edit of YouTube of somebody
Yes.
that did it and they made them young and like this. If a fucker on YouTube can do it, why couldn't Disney do simply?
Here's
just
the
that?
thing: human memories, or memories in general, are not reliable.
Yeah.
So maybe he was just remembering, but he's putting himself in present in that place and remembering, therefore putting him as older
'Cause that was
because he's
also the
remembering
theme
him
of
when
the
he's
scene.
older.
It,
Yeah.
it works in the story as well, not just because human memory is like
Yeah.
kind of faulty, but
Yeah.
because the scene is literally like, Kenobi is still schooling Anakin. Is still
Even in his age.
he's teaching him stuff that Anakin still refuses to learn.
Exactly.
Like he's actively refusing to learn the lessons that Kenobi's teaching him, and and it's showing how
The resistance.
even though
I
he's
suppose.
shown him before. He's still schooling him with the exact same lessons.
So
because
if
Anakin
Qui-Gon,
refuses
if
to learn.
Qui-Gon lives, everything goes fine. What do you think?
Yeah.
If Qui-Gon lives?
Actually, we could
Straight
go
up?
all the way till the end. If Obi-Wan hadn't gone to Mustafar to fight Anakin and had gone with Yoda to
Fight
defeat
Palpatine?
Senator Palpatine, everything would have been fine too.
Oh, that's
No,
true.
you know it's another way.
No.
If-
I
if-
think
if-
Qui-Gon though was the first one because he would have
Oh,
been
yeah,
able to
yeah.
train them a lot better.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's definitely true.
But fuck if Qui-Gon lived. If Qui-Gon died, fuck it. They could have still saved everything.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
The moment that Anakin went up to, hey, Palpatine's a fucking Sith. Oh shit, really? Let's wait for everybody to show up so we can jump his ass. That's
Yeah.
it. That's it. Instead of just Mace Windu and two other guys.
Yeah,
Like,
but okay. So here's the thing. I know everyone kind of just goes, "Oh, they just died like bitches," but apparently it's been explained that his scream is like a Sith technique
Yeah.
to disarm them, basically.
I mean, even without that, like, because that's kind of a later retcon. Like,
Right.
what would you do if a motherfucker just went from a completely prone position and then
Yeah.
flew onto you?
flip
like,
forward and takes you completely. They probably thought like, "We're taking you in. You're done.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we're
They
really
were going
powerful."
like
they're
police officers.
stupid. That's
Yeah.
oh my god.
because they
Like,
didn't think he would be that powerful.
He's a
Yeah.
fucking Sith that's been manipulating everything from the beginning.
But
Their
he
arrogance,
looks like an old man.
Their
Yeah.
Yes,
arrogance.
arrogance the Jedi.
Yoda,
Arrogance
Arrogance the
Yoda's
Jedi.
Yoda's a little old crippled little thing, dude, and he's still fucking shit up. They really didn't think
Yeah.
an older guy like couldn't do the
Yeah.
same thing.
Who
No,
knows?
no.
Man.
Here's the thing.
Arrogance.
They thought that here's the thing. It's arrogance, but it's they thought that because they couldn't sense him for so long that he was just too weak. Like he wasn't strong in the dark side of the Force. They thought he was like a good manipulator, intelligent, but they
Yeah.
didn't think he was a strong Force user because
Mhm.
They
They
didn't
would've
think
been-
sense anger with him.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they
because
should have been able to,
since
supposedly.
he could sense so long. Well, that's the thing, because they built the temple on top of a Sith temple, and so the dark side there kind of was covering Palpatine. They didn't understand that though. They thought that Palpatine was just not strong with the Force. So
That's funny.
You know, they're like, oh, we can't sense him, so you know he must have been very weak. He's very smart because he's able to engineer this whole war, but he's
Yeah.
very weak with the Force. You know, we could take him and like it's 3v1.
Yeah.
But also Palpatine's saber fighting techniques were made to combat multiple people. Also, so like that's why
crazy.
he's able to hold up against both Darth Maul and his brother.
But not
Savage.
not
But
just that.
Mace Windu.
Was very strong.
Mace
Yes.
Windu's ability was to see your weaknesses, your weak points within the
Mhm.
fighting. So within your fighting him, like he'll see like, oh, he's weak on his wrist technique. So he'll see that and he'll use that to your advantage.
Yeah.
That's how he got Boba Fett like nothing.
Yeah.
Because he's like the neck. That's because the helmet, the armor, no, the neck.
The neck.
Mhm.
The neck.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
His was really good, and he used like a bit of dark side to his way of I think his fighting style was using a bit of the dark side.
No, that's a common misconception for what Wattpad does.
Wattpad.
Wattpad. Sorry.
Wattpad. Yeah.
Wattpad.
He uses his like if he's fighting a dark side user, he'll use that dark side to like combatant against them essentially.
Yeah, I think that
I
was
think
like
they retconned like that's why his lightsaber's purple because when he bled it
That's
became
the-
close to red.
I think that's in
Oh.
Legends, but I don't know if that's canon anymore.
I think they retconned it.
Yeah.
For his instead of it being because his lightsaber's purple because he chose it to be fucking purple. I think they legitimately made it that way.
Makes
No,
him
no, they
stand
retconned
out.
that retcon already. I think because as
Double
far as I know,
retcon.
yeah, double retcon. Because as far as I know, he doesn't use any of the dark side anymore. He's like a complete Jedi. Because like apparently they made it now so that, like the dark side's like an infection. So if you ever like touch it, it starts corrupting you.
It's like AIDS.
yeah,
Space Jesus AIDS.
Space Jesus AIDS. Yeah. So like that's why like apparently Rey. That's why apparently in the sequels Luke was so scared of teaching Rey because any
not Rey.
contact.
Kylo.
No,
Kylo.
Rey. When they were on that when she was like training there,
Ah.
and when she was like, "Oh, reach out, touch the Force or whatever."
And
the
then she
bullshit.
was going into that dark hole.
Yeah. That's why he stopped wanting to teach her because any they reckon it's like any contact with the dark side is like an infection and it would spread into her, corrupting her.
From what I remember, Luke reached into her dark hole and spread her open. But I think I downloaded the wrong movie.
Yeah, I think that was torrented a couple times. I remember
Yeah.
seeing that too. I was there. I was there with you.
He was
in
filming it.
spirit.
That's
I was Force Ghost.
Qui-Gon's Force Ghost is just jacking off every time he's like he's doing it with like any of his little buddies. Obi-Wan. But yeah, if Qui-Gon lived, I mean a lot of ifs, ands,
If
or
Qui-Gon
buts.
lived, everything would have been happy.
Oh yeah,
A lot better.
Yeah, because
But it could have still been saved many ways after that. Like,
Yeah.
it's just
You had
stupid.
your fucking chances, man.
no, the two biggest chances they had was A, Qui-Gon living,
Yeah.
and B, what's it called? Obi-Wan not going to Mustafar, not going after Anakin.
Yeah.
If he didn't do that,
Or
everything
them
would be
jumping
fine.
Palpatine.
And jumping Palpatine.
It's just like if it was Yoda, Obi-Wan, Mace Windu, and all the other Jedi that were there too. On top of that,
how
I
it
highly think-
should have ended.
hi.
Who is it? 300 people walking.
legit.
That's it.
He yells and then three Jedi fall down and the rest just fucking beating
Yeah,
him up.
that's it.
Legit though, like legit. No, well, even like let's say even if they didn't jump him, it was just they still jumped him. But if it was like Yoda and Obi-Wan,
Fuck you, man. Trying
literally
to bring
Obi-Wan
your
and Yoda
shit.
could have fucking killed him. Like Yoda alone was like fucking murking Palpatine for the most part, and like it was only like
Yoda,
a coin flip that like,
Yoda and Mace. That's it.
Yoda and Mace, literally just Yoda and any other Jedi basically.
Those other guys were okay.
Yeah.
What was his name? The squiddy guy, the tentacle head. guy?
I'm a Gundam. No,
That guy was
Kit
cool. That guy was
Yeah.
Kit
cool.
Fisto. Yeah.
He died like a bitch.
He died like a bitch.
But they expand him in like Rebels and stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But
How if he's dead?
I mean, sorry, in Rebels. I'm thinking Clone Wars.
Oh,
Clone
yeah,
Wars.
yeah, Clone Wars gets expanded a lot, and he's really cool.
I've
He's really cool.
skimmed through Clone Wars, so don't ask me like details about.
I don't know
Clone-
anything. I'm
Clone
just throwing
Wars-
in
I know-
what I've read.
Hot take.
I know that thing at the end where they're like, there's like that force weird reality where like they were.
That's
able
Rebels.
To, yeah, where they were,
Yeah.
where like Ahsoka was saved from Vader because they traveled in some weird dimension.
Yeah, they
What?
like interdimensionally travel. Like,
Yeah.
It was some
What?
like, weird thing. Yeah, it's like some time and space.
That's connected to the thing of why
Force.
Rey and Kylo can like teleport and shit though, right?
Yeah,
Because of
yeah.
that thing, right?
Yeah,
It's
I
all
think
like-
They
so.
can teleport?
They can't teleport, but like you know how in like the
Oh, they
Rise
move
of Skywalker,
objects,
they're able to
yeah.
move objects between
But
themselves.
but in that episode,
Yeah.
it made it seem because they did teleport. They teleported Ahsoka. Remember?
Oh, they went into the thing, but you can't teleport to a different location. If I remember correctly, you have to exit out in the same place that you went in.
yeah, but you can take people out of a location, right? Because that's how they saved her from.
Yeah, like it's like a space, like in between space, kind of, from my understanding.
Damn.
Where like you can like enter it.
So Vader's going to end up killing Ahsoka in live action too?
Nobody knows what happened to
She's
her.
not dead.
There's no.
Oh, I thought she died in the series.
No. This happens before the Mandalorian.
Gotcha.
I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
No,
now we're...
The
Yeah, it's before
Mandalorian.
the-
The
it's before-
Mandalorian is after Episode 6.
Yeah. So
Oh,
it is
yeah,
definitely
yeah.
it's way before the
Okay,
Mandalorian.
okay.
Way
Yeah,
before.
yeah. So she's...
Yeah.
Well, no, I
Ahsoka's
mean, yeah,
alive
we've seen
doing
she's
some
alive
shit.
and well.
Yeah.
She's Jedi training with other Jedi.
But they don't have a full story of like where she died or where she's does. So they can make an Ahsoka story and
They're
really-
making
really
one.
do a
They're
lot
making
with
one.
it.
They're making
They
a
do
series.
They could do a whole lot because like they don't mention her at all in the
Nothing.
Resistance.
They have everything. They
They
can
have
do
everything.
anything with her, dude.
But okay, Loki, I'm kind of tired. I want them to like start moving past episode 9. Like
That's
I
what
want,
Taika Waititi said too.
Yeah.
He was like, "You're getting the same 5 stories." Like, "Oh, look, it's Chewbacca's grandmother." It's like, no, the series he's making is gonna be expanding on the everything more.
Yeah,
but
I
it's
need
cool
them-
because it's still
I want it to go
Star
backwards.
Yeah.
I want to go.
Backwards?
Yeah, I want to go before Episode 1. I want to go to
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Legends
yeah.
and
That
shit.
too.
wouldn't that be
That's it.
cool?
There's
That's
so
what we
much
all
cool
want.
shit. There's-
That's what we all fucking
Seeing the
truly
Sith
want. dude.
War and
Yes,
stuff
they
and
need
everything.
to cap this off for at least like 10 years.
The
They-
Mandalorian War when they
Yeah,
fucking nuked
yeah.
them. Ah.
We
Look,
all want
look,
that.
look.
We don't want to go forward. We want to go before. Like
no,
Skywalkers.
forward and before. Like
Oh,
I
fuck
want both.
forward. I don't want to see anything
both.
after the sequels anymore.
Because
They fucking
honestly, what more can you do when they're like, we kissed each other and we're like, I'm Rey
No,
Skywalker.
don't, it's not Ray. Like there's other shit that you
Stable.
can do, like post, like like.
But what would they carry it on if
Yeah.
it's not Rey or a Skywalker?
Tarkin and fucking
Tarkin's dead.
Tarkin's
Thrawn?
not dead.
Grand Moff Tarkin?
Sorry, Thrawn. I meant Thrawn. Sorry.
But Thrawn is not strong enough of a character to have his own series.
Yeah.
Or to
Are you
carry-
kidding me?
Or
Have
that-
you read the Thrawn books?
But that's
Dude is a
I'm
beast.
talking about regular people. Like as a
Yeah.
Star Wars person, yeah, like people would know, read the books. But
I mean,
as
most
like-
people are like,
You
who's
can
that
make a
bug
show.
guy?
as a show, it's not a movie.
Yeah!
Never a movie. Maybe
Are
a
you
show.
kidding me? Rogue
Maybe a
One?
show. Rogue One is a little bit
Grand Moff Tarkin.
of New Hope. They didn't do anything. They just made something that was already there.
That entire
And there's
movie
no- and
shows
the
how they
heist.
can really
And,
how
and
they
there was
can make
and
it.
there was no like how would you say, there was no like solid characters that were carrying the whole thing. It was based.
Apparently there is because they made the new series on what's his face. I don't even remember his fucking name. His background.
Who?
The Mexican guy.
Fucking
Nandor or Andor.
The
Andor.
fucking guy that died. Really?
Yeah,
I didn't
Andor.
care for his character.
Yeah, I don't care for him, but like what I mean is like
Yeah.
the
But
whole
I'll-
reason
but I'll watch
they have
it.
so much- they
The
have
whole
so much that
reason
they
the
can
whole
work with.
reason it did good is because it was a story that we knew what was happening. It was going to be between New Hope and it was going to be a in between movie taking place from the original trilogy.
Not
But if
just
they
that.
but if they do something with the sequels after sequels, what would they?
Yeah.
You need a character. You need a solid character to carry it. The story. To
I'm
carry
not
the
saying make
people
a
with
whole.
them.
I'm not saying make a whole fucking trilogy. I'm just saying make one movie that's like kind of.
It has to be. It has to be like a
Or a
Rogue
series
One
or
movie.
something.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or a series, but it can't be a solid like.
Yeah, they could make a
Move.
Rogue One movie
Part
like with
one,
like
part two.
like style with like Thrawn and like Ezra. Like there's like I want to see what they do. Like they're in the Outer Rim right now, like Lost and shit. Like I want to see like what happens with them, like how they come back into the fold. Because Thrawn is like one of the smartest minds in the entire like galaxy of Star Wars. Like he is one of the smartest people like ever. And like he's like his whole empire, his whole like race and stuff, they were going through a civil war during Palpatine's reign, and like they were fighting, and that's why he left that area to come and serve under Palpatine to get more experience. But like it's a whole
He added
separate,
to his resume.
yeah, exactly. It's a whole separate empire that they were dealing with that was on the level of Palpatine, kind of. Not exactly, but
See, they can do some stuff
That's still
the
out
Thrawn
there.
stuff. The Thrawn stuff would have to be after Episode 6, before the prequels. I feel like that's where they would have to make a little show, a
Before
little
the
movie.
sequels?
Before the prequels.
No,
I mean,
how are you gonna show that? Like,
I mean before the
Sequels, yeah.
sequels. I mean, yeah, before the sequels.
I guess
Because you know
Well,
why?
'cause everything falls
you know
into
why?
disrepair
You know
between.
why? You know
Yeah.
why a Thrawn show or a movie wouldn't work after the sequels?
Why?
Because where the fuck was he when the sequels were taking place?
in the Outer Rim, he's trapped in the Outer Rim right now with Ezra.
But
He's
that's
currently
not enough.
trapped.
That's not enough. Like, it's not enough.
because
Like,
that way you can basically be like, he was masterminding the rise again of the First Order, and you can kind of throw that in betwin to explain the whole yada yada they gave us, where they're like,
Yeah.
they came back somehow, Palpatine returned.
Yeah,
Like,
they
that
could.
was-
Yeah, that would work
you know,
too.
I was
Yeah.
expecting it to be Thrawn. I would have been a lot better if instead of Palpatine for these sequels, it was Thrawn.
Yeah, it would have been. It would have been so much better.
That's it. That would have. That.
Because
could've-
Nostalgia bait.
Because we know Palpatine has so many contingencies, like Operation Cinder or whatever the fuck, where like he was just nuking the planets that like didn't protect him.
Look, if you still want to keep Palpatine in it, sure. He could have been. He could have been the puppet master, but then like the entire time, instead of showing like it's Palpatine or it's Kylo, it could have been Thrawn under Thrawn's
Yeah.
under Thrawn's order.
Instead of Snoke or whatever
Yeah,
the fuck.
that's it.
Yeah.
It could have been like that. And then Palpatine at the end pulling all the strings.
Yeah.
So, you
No.
know.
You know what would have been even better than that? If like Palpatine was like half dead, like coma style, like literally not conscious, not plotting anything, and it was Thrawn engineering everything and engineering his rise. That would have been so much better.
Or if, like, let's say it wasn't like Palpatine isn't even really alive; it's just a clone of Palpatine that acts like him or whatever. You get
And
me?
everybody thinks it's him. He's still alive and
Yeah.
doing the
then-
controlling everything,
yeah.
but it's Thrawn. Yeah,
Mhm,
bam.
mhm.
That's
Yeah,
another way.
it's Thrawn. It's
Hire us
like,
right now.
hire us right now, Disney. Like I swear, like there were so many bad decisions in the sequel trilogy, and I like when I saw the first one, I really wanted it to like.
And he
work.
looks, and you know why that would
It
work?
wasn't gonna.
You know why that would work? Because his character looks scary enough and cool enough for
Mhm.
it to be like, oh, he's a cool
Just paint
villain.
someone's
I
face
like
and then-
that. You know what? But if it's like kind of just a regular guy, like a
Yeah.
white guy, then it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
It's
it's,
whack.
like
Who
it's
is this?
super whack, super fucking
Like
whack.
that one guy that was like, I will serve you, like in the old times. Like, who the fuck was even that? Like that weird guy?
Yeah,
The redheaded guy?
We know who it is. It's like one of like the Grand Moffs from the Empire, I think.
Yeah.
But he's just not important.
Yeah, that's what I was like. That would have been a perfect scene for Thrawn, right
yeah,
there. You know?
like it makes so much sense with Thrawn because Thrawn was like on the level of Grand Moff Tarkin. Like he was like the
No, yeah.
admiral of the Navy or whatever of like their like space fleet.
I think they were like equals or something.
Yeah, they had equal power because and like it's a testament because the Empire, like it's canon that the Empire, it's not just like not like they're literal Nazi shit. Like they actively hate any race that's not human, and like they seek out to like destroy those races too.
That's wrong. That's Nazis.
Yeah, that's Nazi shit. Like literal Nazi shit. It's not just like
Yeah.
like
They're not tiptoeing on it. They're
yeah,
telling you,
no, they're-
this man
space
does this at
Nazis.
night. Okay.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Literally space Nazis. Like, cause like before, like people want to say that like, oh, they're just kind of like adopting like the imagery, you know, for like effect. But
Yeah.
no, they like in canon, they
Straight up.
actively hate other races.
Yeah, they've said the N word. Like, it's canon.
yeah,
that
it's
they've
canon.
Said it.
It's canon. How do you call it?
It's
And-
canon that they've burned space crosses. Okay.
Yeah, space crosses on everything. What do you think those ships are? Why do you think they shape them that way?
Send out the T fighters. This is a giant T. Engulfed in flames.
Send out the what is it called, the Nazi symbol?
The swastika.
swastika
The
fire.
S fighters. The S fighters. It's like a fucking ninja star that lands in the middle of the planet.
God fucking
detonates.
damn it.
Boom.
How do you call it? Yeah. How do you call it? But yeah, and like that's why it's such a thing that like Thrawn is like that because he's what race was he?
Skeeve, I don't know.
I thought it was the same as like
Shiz.
as the same
Shiz.
as Bane,
Shiz.
right?
No. He's a Shiz, I think.
He's not the same as what's his name? The
Cad Bane?
The Cad Bane?
Yeah, no.
He is. They're not.
No.
They're both blue with red eyes.
Yeah. They're not the same one, I
Racist.
think.
You're
They're the same.
space
No way,
racist.
dude. I feel like they're the same
look, hold on,
race.
Google it.
Google it.
Yeah. He's Googling already, my.
They're the same race. There can't be two fucking
Is
blue
Thrawn the
faces with
same
red
race
eyes
as
in the
Cad Bane?
galaxy.
Oh, okay, space racist.
Hold on.
It'd be funny if it was
Is
like
Thrawn
they're from
the
the same
same
planet,
race
but not the
as
same
Cad
race. not technically the same species or whatever.
Are not from the same race.
That's
What?
racist.
Can't hear you. Yeah.
Cad Bane and Thrawn are not from the same race. Cad Bane is from a humanoid species called Duros, which are native to the planet Duro. On the other hand, Thrawn belongs to a near-human species called Shiz, which is from a planet called Shilla. Thrawn's species is also
Shiz,
powerful-
my shillas. Oh, these jokes write themselves.
CSILLA.
Shiz my shillas.
Thrawn species is also closer in appearance to humans. Yeah,
Y'all be
'cause
shilling
Cad
today.
Bane has sharp ass fucking teeth,
Yeah.
and Thrawn
Well,
doesn't.
I've never seen Thraw's teeth. They don't really show.
Oh,
His
Yeah,
Thrawn's-
they don't really show his teeth. They don't really throw his teeth.
It's just
No, yeah, but
thought-
Cad Bane has super
they're
fucking
both
sharp
blue
teeth.
with red fucking eyes. That should be the
That's
same race, dude.
Racist. Straight
No,
up.
because they're also
It's like when you see Ahsoka and you see another Ahsoka species with the same pattern tentacle.
No,
it's like,
that's,
of course, they're
it's the
same
brain,
thing.
right?
that's not their brain.
What is that? It's the tentacle,
That's
right?
just like
It's like a hair tentacle
yeah,
thing?
it's like their hair thing.
Because the other ones that have it wrapped around their neck, that's their brain.
What the
that's
fuck?
why.
Oh, you mean Shakti?
Yeah.
Shakti,
They're-
yeah,
they're
they're
the
two different races
Are you
too.
kidding me? They're two different races, too?
Racist again.
Get the
Racist.
fuck out of here. They're
Racist.
the same race.
Hold on, let me
No.
Google it. Let me Google it. Let me Google
No.
it.
One of them is used as like a sex slave trade.
Yeah,
The ones with the brains out, and like the three boobs or whatever.
They're the
And then
same fucking
Ahsoka's is
race,
Oh,
not.
you mean the
dude.
Twi'leks? No, those are different.
Twi'lek, yeah, Twi'lek
those are
is the one with the
different. I don't
brains.
think Shakti's a Twi'lek.
Okay, then I mean,
They're the same race. That's
They're not.
bullshit.
They're not.
You're thinking of Ayla Sakura, I think.
They're both
no, I was
orange.
thinking of the guy who takes over Boba that gets shot in the
They're
first
both orange
minute.
and they have red. I mean, they're both orange and they have blue and white tentacle hair things, dude.
Hold on,
There's
check-
no way
let
they're
me
different
Google it.
races.
Let me Google it.
Check.
Is Shakti and Ahsoka the same race?
They have to be.
No.
Huge differences exist between Jedi Master
Oh.
Shakti and
I don't care the differences.
No,
Are they the same
no.
race?
They're
Twi'lek.
both Torga, yeah.
Bam.
I am
No
talking about
fucking
Twi'leks.
way.
I'm talking about Twi'leks.
You're talking about the other ones that just have plain tentacles.
You mean the ones that are like full? You mean the ones that are like
These.
full body?
That's-
Yeah, those, yeah. Those are
yeah.
Twi'leks.
Okay, are those the same as the green ones?
Yes, yes.
They're the
Yes.
same as the
Yeah,
green
they're
ones, and they're the same as the
And
pink
these.
ones.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
look,
and
yes.
the,
look.
and
They're
the
all
skin color
Twi'leks.
ones.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Those are all Twi'leks.
Tan ones. Excuse me.
Oh my god. DeviantArt. That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
of course, DeviantArt. No, yeah, yeah.
And then
those are the
okay,
same race.
and then do the red ones exist
Yes.
with like the Sith
Yeah.
kind of tattoo?
Yeah, yeah. They're. I don't think they're Sith. They're just like there's just a different
Okay.
skin color.
That's
but
cool. They got different skins.
yeah, yeah. That's all. Those are still Twi'leks.
Fucking.
I think that's
Twi'leks.
how you pronounce it.
Yeah.
They're like the pseudo slave race, I think, of like Star Wars, because like almost like a lot of the appearances that they yeah.
That's
Sith
what I'm
Twi'lek.
about.
Okay.
Sweet Twi'lek, Sith Twi'lek.
Darth Talon.
Yeah, like I think or at least like the main one where like you can like interact with the Twi'lek and stuff. I think it's what's the MMO? Star Wars Old Republic. The like the companions that you get are like former slaves and they're all like Twi'leks.
Okay, in all honesty, like honestly, now, like if let's say, okay, let's touch on this question before I say another question. Do you believe that there is aliens in real life?
Well, yeah, it's
Yeah.
mathematically
It's a possibility, right?
impossible for there not to be.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's say
What's unlikely is that they visited us. Like the same math that makes it their existence like 100% certainty also makes it almost 100% certainty that they'll never visit
Right.
us.
Or
Okay,
not
well,
just that they'll
let's
see us and
say-
we'll be too primitive, and they're
Yeah.
like, don't bother them. It's like
let's
ants.
say- let's say
in an anthill.
theoretically we can.
Let's say
travel-
hypothetically.
We can.
Hypothetically.
We can travel like Star Wars, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
hypothetically. Hyperdrives.
Warp
Do you
gates or
think?
whatever.
Do you think Earth people will be racist?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Dude, we can't even handle other continents. What do you mean?
Dude, we can't handle slight variations of skin tone. Like not even
Exactly.
that. Like go back to like Britannica or whatever the fuck, and when they were
That's the
fighting against
dirty
the
Irish.
like like it's a common joke amongst my friends that like some of my other Hispanic friends that like because we have this friend that's Irish, and we're like, you're basically just like the Hispanic of like Europe.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
like Irish just get shit on all
Yes.
the fucking time.
Yes.
Like
Because of that, I think like people are so stupid, dude. Like if aliens. do
yes,
exist,
racism is stupid.
Yes.
Racism is stupid.
It's like we can
The
never
new
really.
discovery
We can
found
never
today.
be. We can never be like Star Wars because it's
no,
like.
no.
It's
No.
like fuck, dude. They're gonna be like, ew, he's a tentacle
Dude,
person.
they
Like,
put black people in Star Wars and people freaked. What do you mean?
Yeah. What do you mean? Like,
Literally.
we literally cannot even have like we can't even have like the same race like in like
In a
fictional
fictional
thing.
show, yeah.
Yeah, like
Grand
we're not gonna
Inquisitor.
handle aliens.
Now,
Third sister's
here's
black, and they're like,
another-
no.
Here's another question: if you see an alien, like like
Yeah, do you fuck
like
it?
like Jabba the
Yes.
Hutt, Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah.
You think he's disgusting and ugly, grotesque looking, right?
But in
Is that
his
racist?
race, maybe, because maybe in his race, the fatter he is,
Right.
the more.
To his race, he's probably sexy as fuck.
He's
right?
like, oh, he's got power. He's got a lot of
He's got
wealth
a lot of,
and
got a
health.
lot of got a lot of slime on him. You know, it's probably sexy to his people. But if you're not that race and you think he's
Mhm.
grotesque and ugly, does that mean you're racist?
No, because there's a difference between sexual attraction
and being racist.
And being racist.
But you don't have to be sexually attracted to.
No.
You know, but I'm just saying, like, you
You're-
just see him and you're like, ugh.
If you hate him because of the way he looks,
Yes.
maybe.
What if you just think he's gross?
But yeah, if you think he's gross, no.
No,
that's
because
not
like
racist?
fucking like Andres
so
is
therefore,
fucking gross
so
as fuck.
therefore,
you get where I'm going.
can I look at Vietnamese people
You're
and
like,
be like,
ew.
fuck, I found
I'm not racist. I'm not racist.
Because like Andres is fucking slimy. He's disgusting. We don't, fucking.
We got him.
We're not racist against Hispanics.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
There's a loophole to racism.
Thanks to Star Wars, I can now call Vietnamese people disgusting.
And I'm not racist.
Honestly, I don't even know why I thought of Vietnam.
Like,
but
hold on, no, like if you take like if you try to apply him to like his entire race, yeah, that's racism. But like,
Because they all kind of look the same. Now is that racist too?
yeah, that's racist.
no, it's not racist to say they all look the same because it's scientifically proven that your brain can distinguish people's features of your own race as can others because of the patterns that like as a human being you see. That's why like Homo sapiens
Scientific racism.
but not scientific. It's a survival thing.
Politically correct racism. Dude.
Yeah.
Low-key, fucking bringing back eugenics over here.
Scientifically proven. No. But because they also proved that like the reason Homo sapiens would not mate with other ones, even though to us they look the same, is because they could tell the differences. To us, it's a hunched, hairy human, right? But they can notice subtle differences. That's why, like, of course, like you always hear that, oh, all Asians look the same. Things like, well,
All
no,
white people look the same.
you learn how they look different after being exposed to them.
Yeah,
but as
that's
someone
why.
who's not exposed to them, they would think, wow,
But in
they
this
all
fictional
look really
universe,
similar.
we've already
Sure.
like interacted with them. So like, Jabba the Hutt is a mainstay fixture. Like his
Yeah.
race is a mainstay fixture. He's
They
a
do all look
global
the same, though.
thing.
They do kind of all look the same.
That's because
They're
in the
just
show they
fat
made
slugs.
it, we're like
But
trying
let's-
to
but-
we're trying to apply this
okay,
to real life.
okay,
In
but-
real
but-
life,
Okay, but is it racist if I think they all look the
No.
same? And I think
If
they're
they
all-
were
I don't
real-
think- and I think they all
they were
and I
real,
think they're all
yeah.
gross.
if they were real, yes.
You all look the same and you're all gross.
Yeah. If they were real, yes.
Now
Because
on to
by interacting
Koreans.
with them, because by interacting with them, you would overcome that initial barrier.
Okay,
Like
yeah,
they're
yeah.
a mainstay
Yes,
fixture.
yes.
If we're applying like real life to Jabba the Hutt,
You know why though? Also, because
Why?
we're seeing him as a gangster too. We're
Yeah.
not seeing the everyday people. That's like saying if you only interacted with samurai warlords who you saw dismember children, of course you would think the Japanese
Yeah.
are horrible people.
Have we seen any Jawas that aren't?
not in live
Criminals?
action.
Because we've only seen the crime family.
Yeah, we've only seen the Jabba the Hutt crime family.
So you think
Exactly.
only crime family Jawas look ugly and gross?
Maybe because we're putting also they're evil and
I
they
don't
kill
even
people.
care
and
if they're
slaves and
evil. I just think they look gross. I think they look
stuff. They
gross
can own
as fuck.
slaves. Just be nice to me.
Yeah, like you can own. No, it's not even. You can do whatever the fuck you want, but you're gonna look gross as fuck regardless. Like if you're a good person or a bad person.
I don't
Like
know.
if it's,
'cause-
there's a Jabba that was a Jedi, right?
I don't remember.
I think there was in Legends. I think there was
In
a Jabba
Legends,
that
probably.
was a
Was
fuck.
there a Jabba the Hutt that was a Jedi?
a Jabba that? Yeah,
Oh, what the
I told
fuck?
you.
Yeah.
See now, does he look gross?
He's like, I got you, and then you just run around him. He's like, ah, fuck.
No.
They got him. Yeah, so there was.
The only
Um,
known Hutt to enter the order. Yeah.
Hut. But the Hut, aren't the Huts the crime family?
No, the
Or
Hutt,
Hutt
is
is a
the
species?
Holy crap!
Are you
Hutt is a
sure?
species.
Check it.
So he's
'Cause
like,
it calls him the
so
Hutt.
it's like, it's like,
What?
it's like if you said
Edward
like,
the human.
No, it's like you
No.
said Edward the Brown or something, or
Edward the-
Edward the
Edward the
Mexican.
That's true.
Andres the
Well,
Mexican.
Technically, no. There's species, so it'd be Edward the
species.
human.
Edward the human. Yeah.
Because
It's
that's
a
their species.
That's their species name.
Because when you're in interplanetary, who
Okay,
cares
Edward
about
the
like
human.
Yeah,
Like
you're
Grace,
like, oh,
yeah.
it's from Earth.
Like,
That's the kind of
that's
Edward
the
the
one
human.
thing, like-
Edward the Earthling.
Like that's the one thing, because you know how like the beef between like different types of like white people, like Irish and Britain, kind of died down once like all the Mexicans and like black people were
And then
discovered.
they found a united cause to hate against.
Yeah, so like if we discover aliens, that's what's gonna happen. Like
Maybe.
interhuman racism is probably gonna go down a little bit. Like it's not completely gone, right? Like
Of course not.
like the border between fucking Ireland and Britain is still like a highly contested area.
Israel and Palestine. How about that?
Yeah,
Let's
that
solve
too.
that right now.
Right
so
now.
here's what you do. You just tell
destroy
them.
the human race.
You just tell them, guys. Just stop. Here, have a Pepsi.
There you go.
No, you just be like, hey,
Chill out.
You guys are the same. Come on, man.
hey, like we're both from here. and there's a lot of this space here. So.
Why can't we be friends?
You can go.
Why
You can have
can't
that.
we-
You can have that dirt over there, and we'll have this dirt over here.
Let's all smoke some weed.
Hands across America. Let's go.
And they
the
chop off
cause,
little
the
boys'
cause
hands.
of all like horrible things in the world is
Greed.
just man's incapability,
inability.
sorry, of dealing with uncertainty, and that's all. If you really bring it,
Now
down
they
to
just
one
want to
thing.
kill some motherfucker.
Because it's like all these
I
people.
mean-
These people are different from me, and they have different morals and ideals. They must be.
I don't
evil.
like that.
I don't like them.
Yeah.
Let's go kill
Yeah.
them. Same. That's all it is. It's like I'm uncertain.
Well, not just that. Like
I'm
sometimes,
uncertain. I want to kill people now because I'm uncertain.
sometimes you just want people's resources too. Like a lot of these feuds
Oh,
are like from
100%.
like way ancient times, where like you know, you needed that extra field for your corn because
Yeah.
you wanted to be wealthier.
And you know what? You killed your neighbor, and now it's your farm.
Yeah.
You know? So
Like a lot of these feuds are like you can like trace them back like centuries.
So like greed.
Yeah.
And people's greed and
Greed
Yeah,
and
human greed.
uncertainty.
and they want for that. Why do they want it?
because
why? No, but
when
why-
do we want it?
Because
Today.
there is because if they don't have power, if they don't have the power they have, if they can't keep it,
Yeah.
then they have uncertainty.
Yeah.
What am I if I don't have my power? What am I if I don't have all this
You're
wealth?
nothing.
I am-
Nothing.
Then they can't have that, of course.
Yeah.
You know, it's scary. Uncertainty is the reason for everybody's misery, if you really think about it.
damn dude, you should pass that weed.
Yeah, how many edibles did you
How many
have,
edibles?
man?
I
They
need
all
one.
just
I
kicked
couldn't
in.
get my edibles. I need one.
Uncertainty,
Skittles.
dude. It's the enemy.
Enemy.
That's why the best way to combat is just be more open-minded and willing to talk. Why get violent? Why get crazy?
I mean,
Why be belligerent?
yeah, like
You
at
can
the
just
beginning when
communicate.
you have no hate towards each other, but then now like that works before anything happens. It doesn't work
Yeah.
after, because now there's like people that have the ideology ingrained in them that like
Agreed.
Republicans literally want me dead in the street. They want my
Agreed.
blood to run in the gutter. I'm
Yes.
non-binary.
Agreed.
They don't. They.
Yes.
I cannot tell you how many times I've been consistently called a pedophile just because I identify as
On
non-binary.
TikTok or what?
Some people
on
some
online,
people-
Facebook, TikTok.
I don't argue with
learned
people anymore.
Multiple times.
Some people, it's like you can't teach an old dog new tricks, right?
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
if you live a certain
You
way,
gotta
if you
shoot
have
'em.
certain ideals, if you raise a certain way, of course,
Yeah.
it's hard to. But that's what I feel like in general. If you're a person, and whatever the fuck you were raised in, whatever the hell you're in,
There's always a
you
way to
should
change.
Always
There's
just
always a way to
You
change.
should always keep an open mindedness because life isn't gonna stay your own little forever picture
Yeah.
of it's a constant changing
Except
thing.
when it doesn't, and you stay in those God-fearing communities where they're
Yeah.
like, you touch yourself, you're gonna go to hell,
You're gonna get
and
your hands and
homosexuals,
die.
and you're gonna go in
Yeah.
flames, and the people go into the conversion camps, they're like, I'm gonna be fine, then they have a beard for like 20 years until they finally are able to move out, and they're like, wait a minute, I'm gonna be myself.
I always ask this question
hard.
to people who like, if you don't follow these rules, you're gonna go to hell and blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, what if somebody's born and they've never heard of the concept of Christ at all? Do they just go to hell when they die like automatically now too because they've never?
They,
That-
they
that's-
say unbaptized babies go to hell.
No,
That's
There's
crazy,
there's like at
Unbaptized
least with the
babies.
Catholic Church, there's like you actually learn this because like I've done
Well,
like
because children are innocent or something like that.
No. It's like a common like joke in
Yeah.
the Catholic Church where it's like, and they have it like apparently on some of the Bibles that they give to the students too. It's like an Eskimo, I think, and he's like and like he was like talking to like a proselytizer or whatever, and he was like, if I did not know of God, what would happen? Would I go to hell? He's like, no, you cannot be judged for something that you do not know.
Oh.
And so like as long as you lived a good life, like as long as you didn't do anything too heinous,
Yeah.
like murder someone or something, like you're gonna get an automatic ticket to heaven. And then the Eskimo's like, well,
cool.
why did you tell me?
Oh,
That's a good
Yeah.
one. Oh no, you're cursed with knowledge.
Yeah, and so it's like a common thing, and so it's like, then it gives like the little lecture, like, yeah, if you don't
So-
tell people,
So
You-
if you're ignorant of something or not ignorant, if you're uneducated on it,
Hey, ignorant of it, you can say
Ignorant,
yeah.
same
if you're ignorant of it, then you get a pass.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
just
Literally.
be ignorant. Don't go to church. Be ignorant.
Well, see, the thing is that we already know about it. Like
It's
it
too
doesn't work.
late.
It's too
They've
late.
got
It's
us.
too late. They got us.
They roped
got
us
us.
in.
Like
Yeah.
that's like the teaching
Erase-
at the main
erase it.
Catholic church or whatever.
Go-
You went to it too. You went to the first communion too.
I did confirmation also.
Yeah, that's why.
That's as far as I went as well.
Yeah.
You have to do that to get married though in the Catholic Church. Remember?
Yeah.
There's like 7 steps. So.
Yeah. We've all had our confirmation. Like that's why Mom wanted to. She was like, it doesn't matter if you don't use it later.
Dude,
If you want to get married, you got to do
Honestly,
this.
I didn't trust the priest. I didn't tell him shit. I told him like 2 things. And
Dude, I was that annoying atheist in the class. I was like, I was
Actually,
a piece
it's
of shit.
millions
I was
of
so
years
afraid,
old.
I was so afraid
Yeah.
that he was gonna tell my mom,
Oh,
So I was like, I'm not gonna tell you nothing,
nah,
man. I'm
yeah.
not gonna tell you
Yeah.
nothing.
Honestly.
I'm gonna tell you 2 things, and I'm out of here.
But that's different though, because that's fear of authority, which is just worse. Because then it's like, well, who are you gonna trust?
Yeah.
If you can't trust anyone. Yeah.
Can't trust nobody.
Anyways, Thanos. How do you call it? Should've
Thanos is
killed
right.
everyone. No.
Yeah, Thanos is right. He should have gotten half the population.
Okay.
and-
Like I wanted to make a PowerPoint on this because I feel so strongly about this.
Infinity
but I didn't
War?
get a chance to.
I think we're just out of time though.
No.
You'll have to
God
save
damn
that
it.
for tomorrow.
Bum,
I'm
bum,
starving. You guys
bum.
want to go to like Tams or something? Like,
I'm a little hungry, but I want to play Yu-Gi-Oh.
I'm hungry as well.
let's go get some food and then we'll come back and then still. I mean, you guys
I
can
gotta
still
go
duel
I gotta go at 6.
Yeah.
at 6.
Well, actually, I gotta be somewhere at 6.
Fuck, it's 5,
So
man.
we
What
got
are you
half
doing?
an hour. Oh, we could do it for half an hour and then go eat.
All right, let's go. Broke to Friday.
We're broke till Friday. Goodbye, my friends. We'll see you next week. Now I'ma go and beat my meat. And we're broke till Friday. Bye, my friends. We'll see you next week. And now I'ma go and beat my meat. And we're broke till Friday.